Okay, welcome back. Today we're going to very quickly review what we did yesterday, and we're going to look at how to read a credit card statement. So first, question number 1, David's charge account statement showed a previous balance of $270.45, a finance charge of $3.32, new purchases of $289.33, and a payment of $215. What is his new balance? So again, we have to understand what sort of stuff is going to make his account balance go up, what sort of stuff is going to make his account balance go down. And remember, in this case, we are talking about a charge account. This is not a bank, okay? So when he has finance charges or interest that's being incurred, that is making him owe more money, okay? You don't want to have a very big balance on your charge account statement. Anyways, let's go through it. His previous balance was $270.45. Remember, that means he owes that money since this isn't a bank account. This is a charge account or a credit card account. He has a finance charge of $3.32. What that means is that last month or last billing cycle, he didn't pay everything off, so now he has to pay a little bit extra in interest. So $3.32. He makes new purchases with the card, so that means that he's going to owe more money. So we're going to add $289.33. And he does make a payment on the credit card of $215. So that will make his balance go down. Okay, he owes less money after he makes the payment. So $270.45 plus $3.32 plus $289.33 minus $215. We get that his new balance is $348, and careful with that decimal, not just 0.1, 10 cents, okay? We always write money amounts as our final answer if they're with 2 decimals. What we're going to do for the remainder of this video is take a look at credit card statements. That's what your homework will be on today, is credit card statements, making sure you can read it. I'm literally going to go line by line, and we're going to talk about what everything means here. So at the top, it'll say credit card statement. Right at the very top on the right-hand side, it says send payment to. So if you're paying by check or some other way, this is what the address you would send your money to. P.O. Box 555, Anytown, U.S. Your account number, okay? If you open up a credit card account with someone, they will give you an account number that's listed right here. Your name will be here. Susie Student is this person. The statement date is 1/15/2005, January 15th, 2005. That means that we are looking at purchases that happened before that date, between when the last billing cycle ended, probably about mid-December, and this date. Okay, so we're looking at about a month of time. Okay, payment due date, 2/14/2005, February 14th, 2005. What this is telling us is that your payment for the charges incurred in the time period that ended right here, the payment on that is not due until for another month. So next month, what you'll do is you'll get another credit card statement. That statement date will be 2/14 or 2/15, and it will be the charges from between this date and 2/15. So you're always paying essentially, your payment due date is essentially a month after the cycle ends. Credit line is $1,500. That's the maximum amount you can owe before they kind of cut you off. Credit available, $500 in case we want to make some sort of loan. New balance, or actually, excuse me, sorry, I got ahead of myself. The new balance here, $1,000, is the amount that you owe. So the $500 here for credit available is saying, well, if your maximum amount that we can allow you to put on this card is $1,500, and you owe as of this date $1,000, that means you can put a maximum of up to $500 more on this card before we start declining that card. Your minimum payment due. This means that you must pay $30 towards these charges by February 14th, 2005, or else then the credit card company is going to get involved and be like, why aren't you making your minimum payments? Okay. Obviously, you can pay more than this, and that would probably be better for you because you would have smaller finance charges, but this is the minimum you have to pay. We have a chart down here that shows the purchases, the payments and charges that you made. These are reference numbers for the company's purpose. These are the dates that the transactions happened. These are the dates that they got added to your account. Usually there's a delay of a couple of days. Posted means that's when it gets added to your account. And then we've got all the activity. A payment, okay, for $10. So he paid $10 off of his last bill. He got, let's see, so he got gas using the credit card, so that gets charged. I got a gift, that gets charged. A computer monitor, that's the big purchase, and then got some pizza, and all those amounts are getting charged to the account. He's using his credit card to pay for those. Down here it says the previous balance is $189.43. Purchases right here, okay, and notice they even have little plus or minus signs for you so you know if this is making you owe more or less. So your previous balance, $189.43. Purchases, $820.57. Well, where did they get that number from? It's probably the sum of all of these. And actually, let's find out. If we take $35.24, add $63.02, add $697.78, and add $24.53, look at that, $820.57. We didn't include the payment because that's not a purchase. The payment down here, it says $10, and that's something we're going to subtract. So, previous balance, $189.43, plus our $820.57 in purchases. Look at that, $1,010. We subtract out the $10 payment that he made. We get the new balance of $1,000, which matches with just up there. Finance charge summary. Okay, I don't think he had any finance charges, but the annual percentage rate for this is 36%. That means whatever he is owed, that's the the percentage rate that that they use to calculate the finance charge. Periodic rate is just 3%. Notice if we do 36 divided by 3, we get 12. There's 12 billing cycles here. So that means essentially there's a 3% finance charge for whatever is left over every month that he doesn't pay. On advances, so that's on purchases. Advance, we talked about advances a long time ago. That's kind of like a cash advance. Let's say like you get a small loan, you can get a cash advance. The rates on the advances are the same. And then for customer service, call this number. For lost or stolen cards, call this number. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to answer some very quick questions on the information up here. What is the APR? What is the annual percentage rate? Well, that's very easy. That's right here. That would be 36%. When is payment due? We talked about that. It's right up here. It's due on February 14th, 2005. Nice romantic Valentine's Day payment. Who is the owner of this card? That's the name, Susie Student. What is the minimum payment due? $30. How many charges were made during this cycle? So we're going to count up all the charges, all the purchases that were made. That would just be 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're just going to write down 4. The total of those charges is the $820.57 we found earlier. Previous balance, it tells us right there, is $189.43. How much did this person pay on the last bill? They did have a payment there of $10. And finally, where should the payment be sent? Way up here, send payment to P.O. Box 555, Anytown, U.S. Okay? Now, not every credit card statement is going to look exactly the same as this, but many of them are going to look very, very similar. Your homework tonight is to answer similar questions. The front of the sheet, I believe, just says the statement. The actual statement is on the back. And notice that we have, it looks fairly similar. Send payment to, credit card statement, account number, name, statement date, payment due date, credit line, credit available, new balance, minimum payments. We've got the chart of all of the purchases and charges and payments. We have kind of a summary down here and here, and we have rates for APR, periodic rate, and then some more information. The questions are more or less similar. What's the date of the statement? What is the APR? What's the corresponding periodic rate? New balance, previous balance? How many charges were made? How many credits and payments were made? Were there any charges for late payments? If so, how much? What is the total amount of the credit line? What is the total amount of available credit? Total amount of charges made, not just how many charges, total amount of charges, how much money. Was there a finance charge? If so, how much? What's the account number? Where should the payment be sent? What's the periodic rate for cash advances? Okay, All of that information is contained on here. As always, if you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer. Send them to me on Remind or over email. Until I talk to you next, have a nice day.